Good afternoon, students. Is it audible?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So we'll wait for another 2 minutes. Later on, we'll start. Okay. Shall we start, Harish? Is it audible, Harish? 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 So in the last class, we have discussed about construction of GSP layer. Today we will be seeing the construction of waterborne macadam. So since the flexible pavement consists of subgrade again, so we have already done with the subgrade construction. Then GSB layer we have done. Today we will be dealing with the construction of base course. Okay, construction of base course. There are various types of base courses are there. So among those, for your syllabus only there are two are there. One is a WBM base course, WBM base course, and a WMM base course. That is a waterborne macadam base course and a wet mix macadam base course. So the base courses are of two types. One is waterborne macadam and another one is wet mix macadam. So for your syllabus, only these two are there. That is construction specifications and quality control test of this waterborne macadam and wet mix macadam. So we will see since it is a base layer, so it should sustain the stresses or V-load stresses which are coming on the pavement. So what are all the materials which we will be using for this construction of base course? What are all the various materials we are going to utilize? So here the base course consists of three important materials. One is coarse aggregate, screening material, and binding material. So similar to your cement concrete, there is a coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and the cement which is used as a concrete. Here also there are three types of materials you are going to use. One is coarse aggregates, screening, and binding material. So what are all the coarse aggregates which we'll be using in construction of a waterborne macadam. So remember, this waterborne macadam is a in situ method of construction. Okay, in the site only you are going to prepare the layer and you are going to construct it. So the coarse aggregates, the consists of a crushed stone, crushed slag, over burnt brick aggregate, concur, laterite of suitable quality. So usually the waterborne macadam is constructed using the aggregates only. So we are not going to use any soil here, gravel soil or other type of soil. Only we will be using the crushed stone or crushed slag material. Then the screenings, what we are going to use, murram or gravel whose liquid limit is less than 20, PI is less than 6%. So screening material which we will be using is murram or gravel whose liquid limit is less than 20 and plasticity index is less than 6%. Then binding material to hold the aggregates in place or to hold the aggregates and screening material in place or to fill the voids between the aggregates and the screening material, we will be having this binding material whose LL is less than 25% and PI is less than 6%. So the materials which is used for the construction of waterborne macadam is coarse aggregates, screening material and binding material. So coarse aggregates consists of crushed stone, crushed slag, overburnt brick aggregates, concur, laterite and the screening. Okay, to fill the voids between the coarse aggregates, the screening material is used. So which involves the murram or gravel whose liquid limit is less than 20, PI is less than 6%. Then the binding material having a liquid limit less than 25% and a plasticity index less than 6%, which will be used as a binding material. Usually the binding material will be soil only. Okay, we are going to use soil or stone dust. Okay, soil or stone dust is used as a binding material. Okay, is it clear? Materials, is it clear? Kindly respond. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Suman? Okay. So what are the specifications of these materials? Okay, we have seen the coarse aggregate, screening and binding material. What are their specification? We will see one by one. So in the GSB layer, we have seen that the gradation, that is a 75 mm and downsized aggregates which will be used as a coarse aggregates in the GSP layer. Here also we are going to use the gradation of two gradation. One is 75 mm and 63 mm downsized aggregates. That is the aggregates passing 75 microns, 75 mm ISC and the aggregates passing 63 mm ISC it can be used as a coarse aggregates. Then gradation of screenings. So screening is also having some gradation, that is type A and type B screening, 13.2 mm and downside aggregates and 11.2 mm and downside aggregates. So these are the two types of gradation of the screening material, 13.2 mm downside, 11.2 mm downside, and Los Angeles abrasion value is less than 45%. So in the GSB layer we have seen impact value, but here we have to concentrate on Los Angeles abrasion value. So Los Angeles abrasion value should be less than 40% and we should have the aggregate with impact value less than 30% and combined flakiness and elongation index. So combined flakiness and elongation index. Okay, flakiness and elongation index should be less than 35%. So whenever you select the aggregates in such a way that the combined index of the aggregates, especially the flakiness and combined flakiness and elongation index, should be less than 35%. Okay, should be less than. So this is the common thing you can write for all the layers. Okay, for all the layers you can write the combined flakiness and elongation index is less than 35%. So this is the specifications of material. Usually they will ask materials, what are all the materials you are going to use, then specifications and construction procedure. Construction procedure they are going to ask. Then what is the construction procedure? We will see one by one. So I have briefly written. There is a preparation of receiving layer, that is the GSB layer, lateral confinement of aggregates, spreading of coarse aggregates, rolling, application of screening, sprinkling of water and grouting, application of binder material, setting and drying, surface finish, quality control of work. So these are the various steps involved in the construction of the WBM, that is waterborne macadam. So we will see one by one what are all the steps we are going to follow for constructing this waterborne macadam. So the first one is a preparation of receiving layer. Okay, preparation of receiving layer. As we all know that we have already constructed the subgrade. Above that GSB layer is there. So the above that you are going to construct the base layer. So the GSB. Wait a minute. So the preparation of receiving layer. So we have already constructed the subgrade and we have already constructed GSB. So now the receiving layer will be the granular subbase. So the receiving layer is a GSB layer. So here also first you are going to prepare the subbase. Okay, you are going to prepare the subbase layer so that if there is any fault in the subbase layer means we can rectify it before starting of the construction of base course. So what are the steps we are going to follow in the preparation of existing layer? So any ruts, there is any depressions, damaged area, including depression potholes are repaired and made with good suitable material. So if there is any undulations on the pavement surface because of the movement of the traffic or any higher low areas are present in the traffic means you are going to rectify it. You are going to fill the undulations on the existing layer and you are going to rectify it and you are going to proceed. Then the surface of the layer to receive WMM shall be prepared to specified grade and camber, cleaned of dust, dirt and other extraneous. So you have to provide a camber like this. Okay, on the top we are going to get the camber like this. So from the GSB layer only you are going to provide this camber, grade and camber. Grade and camber you are going to provide and it is gently sprinkled with water and make one plain pass. Okay, as we all know that in the subgrade we have seen you are going to sprinkle the water 2 times and you are going to give 2 plain passes. Here only single plain you are going to sprinkle the water and you are going to give single plain pass to the existing layer. Second one is a lateral confinement of aggregates. So I will show how this lateral confinement. So this is the GSB layer we have provided. So you are going to build the lateral confinement. Okay, you are going to build the lateral confinement. So this lateral confinement we are going to call it as shoulders. Okay, the shoulders are built along the length of the road by building the confinements. So for WBM lateral confinement shall be provided. It can be built by adjoining the shoulders. So it can be made by building the shoulders adjoining. Okay, so this is the GSB layer. Above that you are going to build the shoulders. Okay, why these shoulders? Since the WBM is of non-plastic aggregate materials. Okay, the WBM will be using a non-plastic material like aggregates. So if we roll the roller over the aggregates means you are going to have a movement of aggregates. Okay, there will be segregation of aggregates below the roller will be there. To avoid that we are going to build the shoulders. Then spreading of coarse aggregates. The coarse aggregates shall be spread uniformly and evenly up to the prepared subgrade in the required quantities. So you are going to do the stock piles here. Okay, you are going to stock the aggregates in the piles. Then the materials are spread by mechanical devices such as aggregate spreader. So you are going to spread the aggregates by aggregate spreader. Okay, you are going to spread the aggregate by aggregate spreader. You are going to stack the aggregates in the piles on the road, and you are going to spread the aggregates by aggregate spreader. And the thickness of each compacted is not more than 75 mm. Okay, whatever the compacted thickness you are going to obtain, so whatever the compacted thickness you are going to obtain, it should not be greater than 75 mm. Okay, it should not be greater than 75. Always it should be equal to 75 mm or less than 75 mm should be there. The thickness should be less than 75 mm or equal to 75 mm, but the layer thickness should not be greater than 75 mm. Then no segregation of coarse aggregates shall be allowed, and spread of uniform gradation. So you are going to spread, or you are going to spread the aggregates in such a way that no segregation should takes place. The segregation of the aggregate should not be takes place, and you should get uniform gradation. Uniform gradation, that is 75 mm downsize and 63 mm downsize. So you should get a uniform gradation. Then the low or high spots are to be rectified by adding the or removing the aggregate. So if there is any undulations on the in the layer whenever we adding the aggregates, so if there is any undulations like this, if there is any undulations means you are going to add or you are going to remove the excess aggregates and you are going to roll it. Then rolling, how rolling will commence? I told right, we will be using a vibratory roller. Okay, vibratory roller. Okay, why? Because vibratory rollers are used to roll the non-plastic material. Okay, non-plastic material like aggregates. So aggregates are non-plastic material, so we will be using the aggregates, that is the vibratory roller for compaction. Immediately after spreading, you are already spreaded the aggregates on the layer. Immediately after spreading, the rolling shall be started with a 3-wheeled power roll, that is 80 to 100 kilonewton. That is a vibratory roller of 8 to 10 ton. Okay, using the vibratory roller of 8 to 10 ton, you are going to roll the aggregates. You are going to roll the aggregates, and rolling will start from edges towards the center without proper overlapping. So as I told yesterday, the rolling will commence at the edges and progress towards the center. Okay, here also the rolling will commence here and progress towards the center with proper overlapping. Then rolling is to be continued when the partial compaction is found. So you are going to roll the aggregate surface. Okay, you are going to roll the aggregate surface such that partial compaction is done. Okay, not the full compaction. 100% compaction we are not expecting. Only 50% compaction is expected. Why? Because we are going to add screening material and binding material also. That is a 50% of the compaction you are going to give. That is partial compaction will be given to the aggregates. Then the rolled surface shall be checked transversely by keeping the templates or with aluminum striated. So the transverse you are going to check the transverse, that is longitudinal and transverse direction, whether the slope is maintained or not. Okay, checking of the slope by aluminum striated. Okay, aluminum striated, which is going to use, we are going to use for determining the slope, whether along the longitudinal direction and across the transverse direction also. So remember, rolling can be done by using a vibratory roller of 8 to 10 ton. Then vibrating will start from the edges towards the center with proper overlapping. So here you are going to provide only partial compaction, not 100% compaction. You are going to provide partial compaction, and you are going to check the slope using aluminum striated. Using the aluminum striated, you are going to check the slope parallelly. Then after rolling, any irregularities are there means you are going to remove it and add it. Then application of screening. So I will draw a diagram how it will look. So this is the shoulders, and we have already rolled the aggregates. It looks like this. So for this you are going to add a screening material. Okay, you are going to add a screening material. So which will fill the voids of the aggregates. So screening material. So after the coarse aggregates have been rolled, screening to completely fill the interstices shall be applied on the surface. So the screening material like a gravel or murram, okay, gravel or murram is added on the top surface of the aggregates, and screening shall be applied at slower rate and uniform rate so as to ensure filling all voids. So all the voids between the coarse aggregates, okay, all the voids between the coarse aggregates are filled using a screening material. Okay, the screening material will be applied, and you are going to make sure that all the screening material will be applied uniformly. You are going to apply uniformly, and this is followed by dry rolling and brooming with mechanical brooms or hand or both. That is after adding the screening, again you are going to roll the aggregate surface. You are going to roll the aggregate with the screening material. You are going to roll the aggregate with the screening material. Then you are going to brooming. So brooming you are going to do here with the help of mechanical broom or hand broom. Mechanical broom or hand broom, using that you are going to broom it. Then after rolling and brooming, we are going to apply the water sprinkling. Why? Because since the gravel or murram is there, it acts as a screening material. If we apply water, means it works effectively. It works effectively. That's why we are going to add the water. There, after application of screenings, the water is sprinkled very gently and allowed for wet. So you are going to sprinkle the water. You are not going to make the water to stand on the binder the what I can say, you are not going to make the water to stand on the aggregate surface, but you are going to gently sprinkle over the aggregates and make it wet. Then again brooming is carried out such that materials are swept into the void. So again you are going to do the brooming in such a way that the whatever the screening material which is present on the surface, it will be get into the interstices of the aggregates. Then after applying the screening material, we are going to apply the binder material. So here the binder material, we are going to use it as a stone dust or soil. Either stone dust or soil, we are going to use it as binder material. So binding material shall be applied in 2 or more thin layers at uniform rate. After each application, water is sprinkled and brooming is done. So we know that the soil, when it comes in contact with the water, means its behavior changes. So here also you are going to lay the soil by layer, thin layer by layer. You are going to sprinkle the water, and again you are going to broom it. You are going to broom that soil such that the interstice, if there is any interstice between the screening material is there, means it is going to fill with the binding material. Then setting and drying. Okay, after final compaction, it shall be allowed for overnight. 24 hours you are not going to suppose to allow the vehicle to use the WBM layer. So you are going to, after final compaction, you are going to allow it for setting. Why? Because we have added screening material and we have added a binding material. Okay, both the materials are going to set. And hungry spots like shall be filled with the screening and binding material as directed, and lightly sprinkled with water and rolled. So hungry spots like heavy, that is high spots, and low spots you are going to verify, and you are going to rectify it by placing the new material, and you are going to verify it. And you are going to sprinkle the water, and you are going to roll it again. Then no traffic is allowed till the macadam has set. So now in olden days what they were doing means whenever they are laying this macadam, means after 1 hour, after 1 or 2 hours they are going to allow the traffic. But nowadays we are not going to allow the traffic till it has get set. That is till it becomes harder. So till this layer becomes harder, we are not supposed to allow the traffic to play on the WBM. Then what are all the quality control works? So before construction, during construction, and after construction, this is already known to us. For all the layers, we have to write this one. So before construction, during construction and after construction. This is the quality control work, not the quality test. This is the quality control work we are going to consider. So when it comes to quality control test, there is the aggregate impact value test we are going to conduct, then sieve analysis, so for gradation checking, then flakiness, that is combined index you are going to conduct, then liquid limit and PI. If the for a binder material and screening material you are going to consider, you are going to check for Atterberg limits, that is liquid limit and plasticity index for binder material and screening material. Okay, these are the some important concept of constructing the WBM layer. So remember, WBM layer is a in situ method. Okay, in situ method of base layer construction. And the materials, we have seen the materials, that is crushed stone, crushed slag, overburnt aggregate, concur or laterite you are going to use. Then a screening material which will be used as a murram or gravel whose liquid limit is less than 20%, PI less than 6%. Then binding material. So usually the binding material, the soil or stone dust will be used as binding material whose liquid limit should be less than 25% and PI less than 6%. And specifications of materials, that is a gradation of coarse aggregates, that is grading 1 and grading 2. 75 mm and downsized aggregates is used as coarse aggregates. 60 mm and 63 mm and downsized aggregates which will be used as one more gradation. Then screening. So screening, there are two types of screening materials are there. That is type A and type B screening. Type A, which is 13.2 mm and downsized aggregates. Type B 11.2 mm and downsized. So downsized means we can say that the 75, the aggregates which are passing 75 mm sieve or 63 mm sieve, we are going to call it as downsized. Then the procedure, the construction procedure, preparation of receiving layer, lateral confinement. I told why we are going to provide lateral confinement, since it is a non-plastic layer. When we roll the aggregates, there will be a segregation of aggregates will be there. To avoid that, we are going to provide lateral confinement. Then comes the spreading of coarse aggregate using a mechanical spreader. Then rolling, then application of screenings, sprinkling of water and grouting, application of binder material, setting and drying, then surface finish. Then comes the quality control of work. So preparation of receiving layer, that is the GSP layer, you are going to rectify it. If there is any defects are there, means you are going to repair it before construction. Then lateral confinement you are going to provide by building the adjoining shoulders. Then you are going to lay the aggregates and you are going to spread using a mechanical spreader. Then rolling, the rolling shall be done using a 8 to 10 ton smooth wheel vibratory roller. The rolling shall commence from edges and progress towards the center. Here only partial rolling, that is 50% rolling is done, not 100%. Then application of screening. After rolling, you are going to apply the screening material over the aggregates and you are going to broom it so that the voids between the aggregates are filled with screening material. Then you are going to roll it. Then sprinkling of water. So you are going to sprinkle the water so that the screening material gets wet and it will easily move into the aggregates voids. Then application of binder. So binder which holds the or which will holds the aggregates in its place. So we are going to apply binder material. So it should be applied in a uniform rate. And after each application of the binder, it should be applied in a thin layer. After each application, you are going to sprinkle it and you are going to broom it. Then setting and drying. So you should not allow the traffic to use the WBM layer till it has set. So 24 hours you are not going to make the vehicles to use. Then quality control of work. There are three types of quality controls are there. One is before construction, during construction and after construction. Then quality control tests. So aggregate impact value, abrasion value, grading of aggregates, combined flakiness and elongation. Then Atterberg limits, that is then Atterberg limits of binding material and screening materials. Okay, this is all about WBM construction. So the WBM construction will be very simple method. Okay, in situ method, we can call it as in situ method. So we can easily construct this WBM in the site. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Kindly respond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next layer is a WMM. So I told right, there are base cores are of two types. One is WBM. Base cores are of two types. One is WBM. Another one is mix macadam. So WBM means it is in situ method. In situ method of construction. So as we all know that in situ method means in the site only we are going to construct the WBM layer. But wet mix macadam, it is a plant method. Plant mix method. Okay, in the plant you are going to mix it and you are going to bring it. Similar to your cement concrete. Okay, what is the place that we are going to call it as cement concrete mixing? Which plant? What is that we are going to call? Where the cement concrete is get ready, get prepared.
Batching.
It is a batch plant or RMC. We are going to call it as RMC, right? Ready mix concrete plant. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In the site also you can prepare the cement concrete, and in the RMC plant also you can prepare. Similarly here also waterborne macadam is in situ method, wet mix macadam is plant mix method. So what are the various materials which will be using in the wet mix macadam means the crushed stone, crushed gravel retained on 4.75 mm sieve. So the aggregates which are retained on 4.75 mm sieve, that will be considered as the coarse aggregates which will be used in the wet mix macadam. Then stone dust or cement. Cement or stone dust is as a binding material. So in the WBM we have seen three types of material: coarse aggregate, screenings, then binding material. Okay, these are the three things we have seen in the WBM. But in the wet mix macadam only two are there. One is the aggregates. Another one is the binding material. Okay, binding material. So you can use stone dust, that is the quarry dust, we can call, or we can use cement also as a binding material. So what are the requirements of these materials what we are using, whether aggregates or binding material? So what are the requirements we will see. So the gradation 53 mm and downsized aggregates. So the gradation is 53 mm and downside. The aggregates which are passing 53 mm and retained on 4.75 mm. Retained on 4.75 mm, that type of aggregates we can use it for wet mix macadam. Then Los Angeles abrasion value should be less than 40%. So Los Angeles abrasion value should be less than 40%. Then impact value is less than 30%. Then combined index is less than 35. I told right, binding material. The binding material should have a finer 0.425 mm passing. PI should be less than 6%. Okay, there is a plasticity index should be less than 6%. So the aggregates which are having a 53 mm downsized, Los Angeles abrasion value 40 less than 40%, aggregate impact value less than 30%, combined index is 35%, should be less than 35%. Then material, okay, binding material finer than 0.425 mm with PI less than 6% we are going to use. And remember the combined index, okay, combined flakiness and elongation index for all the layers. I am telling again, for all the layers it should be less than 35%. Okay, you remember this one. This is common for all the layers. So the combined flakiness and elongation index should be less than 35%. What is the step-by-step procedure we are going to follow? Here, since it is a plant mix method, here there will be no rolling and all those things and mixing, spreading and all those things. Simply bringing the mix, that is the wet mix from the batch plant, you are going to That is the plant where we are going to produce this wet mix is a pug mill. Okay, so remember this one. In the competitive exam, they may ask this one. So the wet mix macadam is prepared in a pug mill. Okay, in the pug mill, we are going to prepare this wet mix macadam. So simply bringing similar to RMC plant, you are going to simply bring the wet mix macadam to the site and you are going to place it. You are going to compact it. So what is the first one? Preparing of receiving layer. Here also you are going to provide a provision of lateral confinement, preparation of mix, that is in the peg mill, spreading of mix, compaction, setting and drying, opening to traffic, quality control of work. So here also, since it is a base layer, the receiving layer will be the GSP only. Okay, since it is a base layer, it is a type of base layer, the receiving layer is GSP only. So you are going to rectify the GSP layer. So any ruts or damage area, including depression, potholes shall be repaired and made with a good suitable material. So you are going to repair the existing GSP layer. If there is any depression or potholes, or if there is any loss of material is there, you are going to rectify it. Then the surface of the receiving layer to receive be prepared with suitable grade and camber. I told right, suitable grade and camber you are going to prepare. Wait a minute. So you have to maintain the suitable grade and camber in the WMM layer. Then it is to be gently sprinkled with water and make one plain pass. So on the GSB layer you are going to check the camber and grade. After that you are going to sprinkle the water and you are going to give one plain pass. So one pass, as I told, so moving, for example, this is the road stretch. So moving from A to B, from B to A. This consists of one plain pass, one pass. Moving from A to B, from B to A, that consists of one plain pass you are going to provide. Next one is a provision of lateral confinement. Since I told it, since it is a non-plastic material, so since it is a non-plastic material, there will be chances of segregation of aggregates while rolling. That's why to avoid the segregation of materials, we are going to provide lateral confinement. How we are going to provide? By laying materials in adjoining shoulders. So this will be the GSB. Above this, you are going to construct the. So this is the shoulder portion we are going to construct. Okay, this is the shoulder we are going to provide to avoid the loss of material or segregation of aggregates. Then preparation of mix. Where you are going to prepare the mix? I told that a approved mix plant will be there. That is called the pug mill. In the pug mill, the WMM mix is going to prepare. That is WMM is prepared in the pug mill. Okay, WMM is prepared in the pug mill. So it will be prepared in the pug mill. So remember, in the competitive exams, they may ask how you are going to prepare this WMM. So WMM is prepared in the pug mill. Then the next mix plant having suitable capacity, having a controlled addition of water and mixing arrangement like pug mill. So if we say pug mill, it should have a proper control of addition of water and mixing arrangement like pug mill. Then optimum moisture content of the mix for mixing shall be determined. Since it is having the stone dust as the binding material, we have to determine the optimum moisture content and MDD. So you are going to determine the optimum moisture content and MDD in the lab, and you are going to maintain the optimum moisture content till it's get to the field and it's get compacted. While adding water, due allowance should be made for evaporation losses. So in the trucks you can observe that some evaporation losses will be there because of open to the surface, that is environment, or because of open to the atmosphere, there will be loss of moisture content will be there. So those loss can be avoided here. So by adding extra water. Then however, while compaction, water in the wet mix should not vary from the optimum. So for example, we have considered the optimum value as 14%, while compaction it should maintain 14%. So if the water content is not maintaining with 14% means you are going to add, and you are going to make the wet mix to achieve OMC. Then the mixed material shall be uniformly wet and no segregation should be. So there should be no segregation. You should produce a homogeneous mix. Okay, homogeneous mix you are going to provide without segregation. Without segregation, you are going to provide the homogeneous mix. Then comes the spreading of mix. So the mix is spread uniformly even up to the prepared subbase in required quantities. So the spreading will be done by paver, motor grader or blade grader. So paver, I think you have observed the paver which is used to lay bituminous layers. Okay, the same pavers you can use for laying the wet mix macadam. Then the surface of the aggregate layer shall be checked carefully with templates and all high or low spots are rectified. Since it is a paver, when we are using the paver means they will not be having any spots, low spots or high spots. It will be equally distributed. Uniformly it is going to distribute. Then no segregation of larger and finer particles should be allowed, and the gradation should be uniform. And you should maintain the gradation. So gradation should be maintained in the wet mix macadam, and gradation should be maintained without segregation. Okay, without segregation. Okay, the segregation should be avoided by maintaining the gradation. Then the compaction, as we all know that since it is a non-plastic material, so you are going to compact using a vibratory roller of capacity 80 to 100 kilonewton, or we can call it as a vibratory roller of 8 to 10 ton capacity. You are going to compact it. Since it is a non-plastic layer, so we are going to compact the aggregates. Okay, aggregates with the help of 8 to 10 ton capacity roller. And always we know that the rolling shall commence at the edges and progress towards the center. Here also the rolling will commence at the edges and progress towards the center with a due overlap of 1/3 width of the preceding track. So with the due overlap of 1/3 of the preceding pass, you are going to make it. There is a 1/3 overlap you are going to provide, and you are going to compact. There is 1/3 overlap, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 overlap. 1/3 overlap you are going to provide, and you are going to compact. Then in portion of the edges, roller should move backwards and forward until the edges are firmly compacted. So at the edges, what will happen? I will show. So for example, the aggregates we are laying the aggregates like this. At the edges, what will happen? If we are not building the shoulder means there will be loss of aggregates will be there. So it should be compacted in such a way that it should firmly embedded inside the aggregate layer. So are firmly compacted. Any displacement due to reversing the direction of shall be corrected. So since it is a plastic material, when we move forward and backward the roller, there will be displacement of materials will be there, so that can be avoided. So rolling shall be continued till the density is achieved is 98%. Okay, here also 98% of MDD from the lab you have to achieve. Okay, for example 1.95 gram per cc we have achieved in lab means we are going to have a 98% of 1.95 gram per cc we should get. Okay, then setting and drying. After a finished layer, vehicle movement is completely closed. Here also we are not supposed to allow the vehicles. We are not supposed to allow the vehicles to move. Then setting and drying after final compaction WMM, the road shall be closed for to dry 24 hours. So you are going to close the road for 24 hours so that the road get dry. But in our Indian condition, how they will be seeing means after construction by 2 or 3 hours, they are going to open to the traffic, which will leads to loss of material, and no vehicular traffic to be allowed on the finished WMM. So you are going to allow it for set for to dry for 24 hours, and no vehicle traffic should be allowed over the WMM surface. So the next is quality control works. So as we all know that before construction, during construction and after construction, then what are the quality control test? There is the aggregate impact value test we are going to conduct. Then sieve analysis we are going to conduct. There is the aggregate gradation. Then Los Angeles suppression value, aggregate impact value, combined index we are going to calculate. Then density, gamma D, that is density of the compacted layer. Then liquid limit and PI for binding material. Okay, we are going to determine it for binding material. So in the exam, how they will be asking means materials, specifications, construction procedure, and quality control tests. So these are the various things they may ask in the exam. So for example, explain the step-by-step construction of a wet mix macadam with a quality control test means you have to write only the step-by-step procedure, and you have to write the quality control of tests. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll stop here. I'll take attendance. Wait a minute. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Any doubts? Okay. Wait a minute. So any doubts or anything is too clear? Any doubts? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, I'll stop here. So from next class onwards, we will we will see the layer construction of bituminous layer. Till now we have not gone through the bituminous layer construction, but we have seen only the non-bituminous layer part. But we will see the bituminous layer part in the next class. That is surface dressing is there, bituminous macadam, bituminous concrete, dense bituminous macadam, everything is there. We will look into that in the next class. Okay. Okay, you can leave. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can leave and you can join for other class.